Welcome to Battlefield Denver, everybody. Well, there's actually one more thing I've got to actually get miniatures out for everybody, which I will handle out. I'll handle in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and do the setup first. Mm-hmm. These are sectors, basically. Okay. These are, so it's very abstract. Mm-hmm. If your character does not have a reasonable movement power, it takes a page to move to an adjacent sector. You can draw a direct line without anything in the way between, reasonable, guys, reasonable. You can reasonably decide what is an adjacent sector. And if you don't have a reasonable movement power, it's going to take you a full page to change sectors. If you have a low-level movement power within like the 6 dice or less, you can move 2 sectors. If you have higher than 6 dice movement power, you can go anywhere you want. That's just an arbitrary how I'm doing it. Area effect attacks will cover 3. That's the one thing I am using with the hex, the little hex markers. It will cover up to 3 hexes. Which, by the way, if I sort of put stuff out there, so Sakura, if you cannot put the character sheet on the map thing, I'd appreciate it. If we need to move stuff a little bit so people can put their stuff where they need to, but it's just let's not interfere with the miniatures if we can. But if anything is not clearly on a hex, go ahead and please put it on a hex. And the Battle Lords are gigantic, so yes, they take up lots of space, and the Giants obviously also take up lots of space. So, there's that. Now, going down the lane, Konnichiwa is a Mayatec fire god. He is in the center of the city. Konnichiwa. Well, I know it sounds Japanese, but I don't know how else to pronounce that. Konnichiwa or whatever. But he's the sunfire god. That standing with him is one of the Williamsen, which are they're basically Mayatec, and they're ancient Mesoamerican giant beings. Some of the mythologies have them as the predecessors who then fell under the gods and stuff like that. But anyway, they're obviously here serving. So each of the giants, there's 4 of them on the board. That's what those are. Strike Commander Agron is that dude on the hex base with the 2 guns. He's of the Meldanians. The other guys that are Mayatec, he is the leader of the Meldanian forces attacking Denver. The Water God, again, an unknowable name. That's obviously the water-fisted guy over there. Meldanian Marine Battle Lords, the robotish-looking powered suit guys. That's what those are. There's one over here, too. They're pretty badass. Cabrakan, god of earthquakes and mountains. That's the green guy with the white hair. So we're going to pretend he's not Ancient Hulk and is, in fact, a Mayatec earth god. I already mentioned the Williamsen. All right. Minions. There's a crap ton of minions. Now, I'm going to go and warn you guys once. Ignoring minions at your peril. These are fairly tough, high-level minions, and you can ignore them, but when they attack you, they're going to get lots of gang-up damage, and it's going to suck. So people who have area effective powers, people who have super speed, people who have two-fisted, you're going to want to consider some actions against the minions so that they don't destroy you while you're paying only attention to the big guys. The guys in the turquoise and the guys with the freaky goth looking with the claws and everything, those are all Meldanian commandos and soldiers. And there's 5 in each of those groups. And then the guys with the yellow cloaks and the crazy headdresses are Mayatec Ultra Warriors. And again, those are also groups of 5. So there you go. I also have these sheets I want to hand out. You have them on hand. And we may have to share, so go ahead and take one pass around. If we run out, some people may have to share. These are combat cheat sheets. Yes.
Do we know how many of those groups there are? Because I can't actually count them from what I'm seeing.
Metric butt ton.
Good enough.
Each of the hexagon things here has a ton of them.
Each of the sectors has dozens. Well,
8 sectors.
About
15.
30.
Yeah, there's about 30 minions on each sector.
That's not kind of big guys.
All right. So, miniatures. There's Arcano. You're playing Sister Virtue. You are playing Foresight. Pass that down. All right. Crap. All right, guys. I'm going to need a minute. Sorry.
All right.
Okay, I cannot get through here.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
There you
There we go.
go. Yes, thank you. That works. Sorry. I think I missed your name.
Do I need to move? Okay, I'll move to.
Can someone, okay, Cory, I took my travel case back into the bedroom. It still has all of the ATF characters in it, which includes the one that we use for Chameleon. Can you open and find her in that? Thank you.
Use the different one. I mean, it does.
Huh?
We don't have to use the one I always use.
Well, I like that we do, and she's easily achieved.
Okay.
I need a cowboy.
Mechanical cowboy, a battlesuit cowboy.
A battlesuit cowboy.
Believe it or not, I have those.
I believe you.
I actually have that. So stand by.
Okay.
What am I looking for you?
Woman in a lab coat.
A woman in a lab coat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dr. Lucy Diamond. It was the 60s.
Okay, got you. What am I looking for you?
Something, I guess, Silver Surfer-ish, maybe.
So she boards a flight. She's Lucy in the sky. Diamond.
No, on the ground with Diamond.
Or maybe someone that
Well, she's flying across country.
Uh-huh.
I think I have the perfect figure for you if I can find it. What's going on?
I just need some more.
or even someone like Colossus.
I had the perfect figure. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell it went. Because I literally just put it into the sets, into this case, like just a couple of days ago.
Maybe the drawers.
No, I have a structural approach.
Okay. I will allow you to.
I would like,
Yes, girl.
do you need any of the rebases that you handed me the other day?
Not right now, unless you have a woman in a lab coat.
Not in this set.
It was
I
in
will go
there.
check
Swear to
my-
God, it was in there. Oh, that frustrates me. All right, fine. We'll have to go with this.
That works.
Okay. And
He's feeling beefy today.
I swear to God, it's going to drive me
Have 2
crazy.
breakfasts.
It's going to drive me absolutely insane. I just freaking did it.
2 breakfasts of weenies.
Do you want to go, Tekin?
Relax with off your wall.
All right. All right. You just slide it that way now. 'Cause I don't think I will need this anymore. At least I hope not. And
I can have a woman in a lab coat in 5 minutes.
make it so.
You have a 3D printer or something?
I hope it's okay that she's blonde.
That's better than 3D printer. I have a Corinne. I have a Corinne and thousands of
Minis.
Pre-painted plastic miniatures. People are like, yeah, thousands. No, literally thousands.
Probably 10,000 big.
Yeesh.
Yeah, you got a pretty awesome
So-
miniature collection. I have to
You
admit.
haven't seen my
And I'm
office.
going this way.
Oh yeah, I have. That's why I'm adding.
So, yeah. Because during most of my time as a developer, if I ever had any spare money, since I didn't have to buy gaming stuff because we all gave each other our stuff, I bought miniatures. Especially when I started being able to get the pre-painted plastic ones, because then I didn't have to beg somebody to paint them for me.
Yes.
And then I started buying the maps and everything else. So, all right. The whole world is under assault.
I don't know where you put it. It's not current.
No. I mean, I was literally going back and. It's not on the bed. It's not in the room. What did I do with it? I'm gonna go insane.
There's a case right there.
No. It is a flat case, black with yellow dividers. It's about this, like this. I just had it out here. Needs to be moved though. Pass this through so I don't top the other one. But where the hell did I?
Is that right there?
No.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
got
screw
yellow.
it. I apologize, guys, but I am just anxiety ridden enough that I have to go look.
Okay.
You got
Right.
But it's not that one, right?
No, it's not that.
Please pause for technical difficulties.
Yes. We'll be right with you.
Somebody needs to give him a
Which board does the lab coat chick go on?
We're not placed.
It goes to him.
This goes to him. We have
Okay, drying.
trying touch not.
Thanks.
Excellent. So why don't we do a little
Hey,
tell us
Cory.
about your character? Well,
Hello. Yeah, what's up?
give him a hug.
okay.
Well, I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Middle-aged, not mad scientist who specialized gave her powers of invulnerability and super strength.
Okay, very nice. And that's Dr. Diamond.
Yep.
Dr. Lucy Diamond.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is, the character's name is Justin Turbick. He's a
Here.
Texas Ranger, but his hero name is both, and that's the name of the armor he's wearing. The armor he's wearing was created slightly after the creation of the universe by someone who is unknown, and that person had a nemesis that he was trying to bring to justice, and so that is the primary goal of this armor, is to bring people to justice. So it seeks out people who can help it accomplish that mission. The problem is that it has its own code of justice, and it's trying to find its nemesis. So every now and then, BOCEPHUS might freeze up in combat while he and the armor have a discussion as to what they're really going to be doing.
You're gonna need to move, baby girl. Guns.
6 shooters, if you got them.
Oh yeah, dual fisted.
Yes.
So, Foresight is slight of stature Korean woman.
Which one do you like better?
She's from South Korea by way of North Korea. She used to serve in the North Korean regime, so she has seen the horrors. And she has very powerful psychic abilities.
Thank you for joining us today, David. Really appreciate your support.
I'll see you guys. I'll be watching.
All right.
No, no,
So we're going around doing introductions. Perfect. Yes.
Dr. Joseph Frack, hero name of FRACTAL. He is the foremost scientist in the field of nanites. When dealing with a new, fresh batch of nanites, they got out and ate him, and then he became the nanites. He was just escaped by that much being destroyed because the other scientists feared a Grey Goo scenario. But he is a turned his life to hero work. He is famous in the field of medicine as well. for dealing with cybernetics and particularly brain to computer interfaces.
Good.
Dembo Badaji. Dembo is a about 6 feet tall, light-skinned black man, clean of facial hair, generally dressed in clothes that would resemble Victorian style kind of dress. You would find out that he was educated at Oxford, but he did not graduate from Oxford. He instead returned home and studied the occult arts with his grandfather. He is considered to be one of the United Nations best experts on the occult, and has been with the team for a long time.
Storm Wardens?
Yes, he is with the Storm Wardens. So Arcano, Foresight, and Sister Virtue are all members of the Storm Wardens. They're part of one of the international response teams. FRACTAL and Dr. Diamond and BOCEPHUS are newer members. I think that's David's character. So where did Sakura go?
Sakura. She's doing her meds.
So we have room. We absolutely can play. Are you playing?
Yes.
Okay, who are you going to... Let's go ahead and get you in. Who did you want to play?
I'll play Blacker.
Okay.
Represent.
So the same case that I just pulled. So we need to...
The other chair.
Let's get in.
Of course.
So we got that chair, and there should be... I thought there was one more.
There's one over there.
Yes.
Yeah, we can boot the dog out.
If we can boot the dog so that she can have the chair, that would be awesome. And are you going to go with STORMRIDER, or did you want to play somebody else? Because I have a crap ton of regions if you want to look through them real quick.
STORMRIDER works just fine.
STORMRIDER it is.
I know how much chaos I can,
You can create untold chaos with STORMRIDER.
And she's also a member of the team.
Yep. STORMRIDER is also a member of Storm Warden's Prime. No, not Storm Warden's Prime. That's right. Not Storm Warden's Prime. She's a member of the Unconventionals.
And then Blackrook and I are members of ATF Denver's Sentinels team.
Yep.
I mean, if you'd let me play Peregrine, that'd be something different. But
Do you have a Peregrine easily accessible?
probably not. So that's fine.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's fine.
If we'd planned.
It's fine. You still, no, I'm just gonna say you still love me, Peregrine.
Oh, well, I have plans.
All right.
So I've got the STORMRIDER figure sitting right there. So you're going to get to pick where you're flying in when the time comes. What is STORMRIDER's edge?
10.
We also have hold of the book because I'm ignorant about this, so I'm looking things up. However, anyone who needs it could ask, and I'll be more than happy to give it to you, as long as I get it back.
You'll get it back in about
Thank
5
you.
minutes. I'm just going to write down the stuff on
Thank you.
so I don't have to
And
keep referring back.
do you happen to know Blackrook's edge?
12 or 13. I don't remember offhand.
12 sounds great.
Can you
If
grab my
you-
phone, Jen?
Discover.
I think I left it in the kitchen. My phone, please.
You know what's nice? Really, really nice? Not having the character sheet with you, having a games house you come up and say to you, would you come play your character in my game? Don't worry about the numbers, just come play. That's fun.
All right. We added a couple more to the thing. Trust me, these two have earned it. I will make all kinds of room for them. You have your character sheet yet?
Oh, no.
Okay. And where did Jennifer go?
She's getting
Finding
stuff as
STORMRIDER.
I have a STORMRIDER. I have STORMRIDER. I have STORMRIDER.
Acknowledge.
Can you look real quick on the character sheet that is sitting on that table over there and tell me what the edge of that, or what the resolve for that character is?
0.
Okay. Although, hand her this one anyway, because she made yummy ass food. Okay.
Does that mean you get more chips?
Oh, yes, it does.
Cool. Oh, boy.
I get 6 more chips.
All right.
Time to buy my int up to 12.
I have your miniature sitting over here for you to figure out where you're coming in at. And we went in and looked to see what your resolve was. And I'm just waiting to confirm if Rook had 13 or 12 for edge. So, Leonard, it's a party. Do you want to play too?
Yes.
If you do, link in and let me know who you're playing and all that good happy stuff. Nope, can't. Okay. So, Black Rook is a member of the same team that Chameleon is a member of, ATF Denver Sentinels. For you, it's like barely a day after the incidents at Glen Canyon.
Okay.
And battle has erupted across the United States and the world, as suddenly both Meldanian and Mayatec forces have just launched full-on assaults. It's very similar to what happened in Atlanta not too long ago with the Storm Knights.
17.
Huh?
17.
17. That is
was
different.
Neither 12 nor 13.
Yeah, no excuse.
And need to know what your resolve is.
6 resolve, 3 luck, and leadership.
Yeah, we're going to forego leadership tokens this time. Each person's just going to put a check mark somewhere or whatever. You know what? No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the tokens. You said 6 resolve?
6 resolve,
3 luck.
3 luck, leadership.
So here's those tokens. Someone hand them over to Cory. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Don't forget me for 10.
No, you're number 9.
Okay.
So you can't spend 1 on BLASTWAVE.
Okay.
So real quick, Brett, do you consider BLASTWAVE working with the ATF, or is he actually a member of UNISO, or is he an independent?
Yes.
Not
Whatever would work good for your story. I am open to whatever you need.
You broke up.
I am open to whatever you need, story-wise.
Okay. Where are you likely to play him again after tonight?
This is one of the ones that I would like to put into the core book. So,
so he'll be a Pinnacle City visitor. So you actually work for, you're an Aegis operative. You've been sent via interdimensional travel to the Storm Island facility for UNISO because your powers, you're still trying to get a handle on, the array of abilities you have. And so UNISO, they offered to do some studies. They sent you to Denver to talk to Impact, because Impact is the leader of ATF Denver and the regional office, and he is a kinetic absorber. Now, you absorb way more than that, but he's got a lot of training experience with that. So you were here working with him to deal with that.
I remember his school days.
So that's what you're doing in Denver when all this happened. The Denver of the Modern Gods universe, Earth. All right. Does anyone have any questions before we roll this puppy up?
I'd like to go around the room and find out what their nationalities are.
American.
Good. You get a 4-leaf clover.
American.
Get a 4-leaf clover.
American or Texan, actually.
4-leaf clover.
Texan.
Texan?
You get a
American
3-leaf
Texan.
clover.
American Texan?
Mhm.
Excellent. You get a bent up metal cartridge that I look at you and I say, this came from the Alamo.
Okay.
South Korea by way of North Korea.
Ah.
You get kimchi.
You wind up receiving a small talisman with the Korean word honor written out in the Korean characters. And he would look at you and he would say, for when you are feeling bad or distressed. And he would just hand this thing to you.
New York, American, I guess.
For the clover.
Bagel.
Argentina.
Ooh. You get a small piece of round rope that's wrapped up that you would recognize as being from the Caballeros in Argentina. And he would look at you and he would say, this has snagged many cattle in its day. It should come to help you.
Bulgaria.
Ah, excellent. You receive a hawthorn, a piece of hawthorn that's been carved into a stake. He says, should vampires attack, he says, this will protect you.
American by way of Guam.
4-leaf clover. 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
And
Brett, where are you saying? Well, he's from another dimension, but
oh, is he?
What nation from the other dimension is BLASTWAVE from?
He's American.
Okay.
Y'all, not enough. There's not enough international rep here. That's all I'm saying.
Well, not from Texas.
You get handed 2 dice. Regular 6-sided dice. And Dembo tells you, when you need to be lucky about something, roll the dice.
Are you trying to gamble with me?
No, not at all.
So you guys all got gathered together, and just as you were about to go out into the field, that's what ARCANO was doing, was walking around and handing out these things.
He's handing out talismans to everybody.
He'll also come back and go, now you're what? American?
Yeah.
You get another 4-leaf clover.
Thanks.
I just can't seem to remember those things.
The first one that he handed out to everyone, not the second one this time. Please note when you spend it. I'm going to need another token for that.
I do not understand, but
It's a good luck charm, I guess.
Sure that it'll become clear.
Actually,
on why you're handing the
While he's also wandering around handing things out, Rook will come by, except for Fred's character, because he already has one. But he will have he will give you either
Is that the gym?
a earbud,
I've got one.
David?
a monocle, whatever your tech flavor happens to be.
All the way down.
If you already
All the way
have
down.
tech, then he'll give you a download code to basically make sure that you're patched into his network.
Oh, okay.
And this will basically give you tactical feed as live on the battlefield as possible.
Okay, come
So
on.
team headset. Yay.
The blue chips represent the talisman that ARCANO gave you. When you spend that, when you feel a specific need to spend that, let me know. And context is everything.
So, did I meet the absent-minded, or rather the various occult mystic Paraphoniana?
You did, in fact, earn yourself a result for that.
Thank you.
Because you needed it. Like a hole in the head. All right, so
And the rich get richer.
Bastion is piloting the Bulwark, and all of you are aboard the Bulwark getting deployed into the various zones. You get each to decide on your turn which zone you're going into. I will point out that untended zones will start accumulating damage. When a zone accumulates 5 damage tokens, that zone has been completely destroyed. And it means extraordinary loss of life, property damage, utter devastation. And the more tokens it accumulates of damage, the worse it's left. So you have some tactical decisions about teaming up versus splitting up. So there's that.
Question.
Yes.
If I buff everybody now, is that going to negate when they split up into the various zones?
No.
Okay. And I will do that now.
It is important that everyone remember, because of him.
The tactical feeds that I have just given you bolster your confidence and ability to also know that you have teammates working together with you, so that effectively you have a +1D on everything you do.
You're getting perfect coordination from him for the whole scene.
Oh, nice.
That's what buff does. All right. So that happens as you guys are flying in. Impact is with you. And as you guys are flying in, he's like, what? Yeah. Yes, sir. It'll be me and Bastion, the rest of the ATF. I'm dispatching Chameleon and Black Rook into the city, though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm hurrying. I got to get down to Cheyenne Mountain. But you guys got to get deployed now. So the bulwark is flying in.
This is where we get off.
Chameleon, you are the first one to enter the scene. Where are you going? You're going for the center of the city, where the fire god and a giant are going against the commander of the Meldanian forces, along with a whole bunch of Meldanian commandos. You are in the heart of hell. But there you go. You land in the zone. There's all kinds of forces to go after. Who are you going to tackle?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do, actually, I'm not going to go after the fire god yet. That'd be crazy. I'm going to go after this guy.
What's the
matter? The gentleman who was talking about dropping us all off, I'm going to go ahead and give him a small round disc from an old phone. It's the speaker asset that fits in the bottom of the phone. And I'll say, if you need help, call.
I'm lucky to land today. All right, so what are we doing?
I'm going to be going after this one. What was this one again? Was this anybody special?
That is the strike leader. That is the strike commander Agron. He's the leader of the Meldanian forces in Denver.
All right,
Master strike leader Agron.
I'll go after Agron.
Well, all right then. What are you doing? The battle has begun, everyone.
So I literally leap out of the plane with no parachute.
Yep.
And I come down both feet first on top of Agron's head.
All right. He's like, what the?
Superhero landing.
Dynamic injury.
Not quite a superhero landing, but still pretty super.
We should coordinate this kind of way. He is Stormlord will come with us to deal with these.
And what the hell? Since I want to make a good entrance, I'm going to throw in a die.
Throwing in a resolve for a die. Okay.
Don't forget, you get one die from leadership.
Yep, plus 1 die from leadership. Or from the buff.
I've worked with her before and trust her implicitly. And you can too.
12 successes.
Okay.
I rolled 7 successes. That's a bad start.
I find it.
That is not a good beginning for me. I am spending 1 adversity to re-roll and 3 more adversity just to make sure I do not have a bad. My main bad guy leader gets stomped that horribly right off the freaking bat.
From now on, your superhero name is Super Mario. Just so you know.
Holy crap-tastic.
And
So you just burned 4 adversity off me right off the bat. Nicely done.
Well, in that sense,
Told you by third page.
I better pick up the slack.
She can keep things.
What the unholy? What
All right,
the?
Ready for us when
Brett, not a word.
with her.
Not a word about my dice, Brett.
All right.
I wasn't gonna say
You
anything.
can spend another
I am in fact spending another adversity.
For another word, I
I
said.
said hi to your dice right here.
No.
Were you wearing the robe?
Yes.
Damn it!
What? Is he good at cursing dice?
Yes.
Ah.
You missed the story about him and the robe.
I actually
Keep
said
things
that
there,
to Sean.
at least at May, until the two of us can catch up to her.
It's 2s, 4s, and 6s, right?
Yep.
And 6 is kind of double.
Ah, crap. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got how much?
12.
Well, he's going to have to eat the 12 then.
Very well. And make
Hey,
a leadership role.
I'm going to need a pencil.
See whether or not I recognize that.
And so, as
yeah,
I'm like standing
one.
on his head as he goes down, I'm sure he's not unconscious.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
not even close.
But I'll step off and I'll pull up my badge. I'm like,
Now,
all right,
What do you
ATF
want to
Denver, everybody walk away peacefully.
There's actually a moment where they all stop. The Mayateks look at the Meldanians look at the Mayateks, and then everyone turns and BLASTWAVE. Oh, I just realized we need a freaking miniature for you. Crap. What does BLASTWAVE look like?
If you have bishop or just a blaster of some sort, hand blasts.
So,
Bishop
what
from the X-Men?
weapon or no?
No,
Okay,
he is a weapon.
that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure I got somebody easy over here. What colors?
Black and red.
All right, I'm actually going to relent and not bother trying to get the perfect miniature out of my case, which is hard for me. The ones who know me well will tell you that is not an easy thing for me to relent to.
The case in your room?
No. Actually, where did...
If you want me to, I can send you my mini from home.
That would be great. Thanks.
You wouldn't download a miniature.
We're going to use this one for now, and then in a minute, does the one on the black giant cloud case on the top say Corinne or my name?
Feel free to email me how you do that.
Move both of those, and the very bottom one is going to be where all the male miniatures of different types are.
Sorry, Glenn.
Try to
Trade
find a
secret.
black and red blaster or flying blaster type. Just black and red colors, if you do not mind. All right. Which can you see well enough to figure out what zone you want to go into?
So we just
I would probably go to the fire zone.
Ideally, I'm
Or do you want to go in the zone where Chameleon went?
Really good defenses.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to need help, folks. People who are near the table are going to have to help. Sakura, where you're sitting means you're going to have to be able to help. Okay. So you are there with the fire god and one of the Mayatec generals or giants. You're there with Master Strike Leader Agron. There's a crap ton of commandos there as well.
well, we could go into that one and wipe them up.
I probably would. Was the superhero not so superhero landing in this sector, or was it in a different one?
She jumped on his head. You're in the same zone as Chameleon, who just did the superhero landing on his head.
All right, that'll work.
Do you have anyone who can't survive?
I'll nod, and I'm going to hold my action because I have to. I can't really do much right now.
Do you want to try to superhero land on him as well?
You could superhero land next to him, next to me. I mean,
Because kinetic energy does happen when you fall on something really heavy.
I will turn.
If you
Let's try
if you
it.
fall at terminal velocity onto the ground,
Do a belly flop. Extra power.
I don't really believe that I could survive that, at least internally. So I'm going to just land with parachute because I'm not comfortable yet, knowing I could absorb all that. As you said, I'm still learning.
If I may, what will happen instead is the bulwark will fly to there's already in the area. It will lower down so that you can actually jump out onto a building top.
If you're not master of the
Okay.
mistake.
All right, so you got dropped off in a building top. We're still going to call you held.
Do what you do.
You're going to have to make sure you get my attention if you
Why are you here?
Sister Virtue. Pick a zone, any zone.
Lightning lady.
All right. So you are getting dropped into the zone with the giant lightning giant. There's a Meldanian Marine Battle Lord, and there are hordes of both Mayatec Ultra Warriors and Meldanian Commandos.
She has.
She is worthy, I say. I watched her in the last battle I was in. I was amazed.
So I'm going to have to say this. Everyone needs to be looking at their character sheets and be ready to go when their turn comes. If you can't, if you have to stare at your character sheet when your turn comes up, I'm putting you on hold.
Okay.
So
she's going to drop on the Battle Lord.
All right, so you are attacking the Battle Lord?
Yep.
Okay.
With martial arts and the staff.
Okay.
Coming down their head, staff first.
Now,
pretty much.
You wish to be invisible?
What's their power? I didn't get your description.
She's a martial artist.
I don't know if it'll make a difference.
She's got blind fighting, evasion,
around
languages, lightning reflexes, martial arts, running,
how we
two-fisted.
wish to make the attack.
All right, so the two-fisted specifically used against minions.
All right. Do you mind if I use your dice?
No, feel free.
Let me know if you
You're taking Xeno dice. Those are good.
What? Sorry.
You know, just put this anywhere. It's fine.
It was my bad. Totally my bad. This, that was dumb on my part. I thought it was being clever too. Nope, this will be perfect. So.
Those two, please.
Oh. Ellen?
That was this guy, right?
Huh? No, it's a smaller guy. That's a giant.
Oh, okay.
Brett, that's the one we found for you.
I am okay with being
Okay,
Captain
so
Marvel.
In that zone, please. And all right.
And it's martial arts, right?
Sure. Yeah.
How many dice you roll?
Pass that around to Jennifer, please. Or doing that for me. Okay. What the hell is going on with my dice?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Am I still not able to say anything?
Hold on.
6.
Oh, okay. Well, ka-ting! You lay him down and hit his armor. His armor was tough enough to resist the attack. He staggers back and kind of shakes his head a little bit, but he did not take any damage from that.
Okay. And how big is it?
It's pretty daggone big. It's big. Why?
Okay, can I be on top of it then?
Sure. You can go be on top of it. Hey, Michael! So what do you mean? Can you...
Tegan, be nice.
Tegan!
Hey, come here.
So, folks, I'm going to have to do this to try to get people to quiet down as much as possible. What do you mean, can you say anything?
Oh, your dice. Still wondering.
I thought you were asking to role play something. Black Rook.
There you go.
There you go.
So as I'm dropping in to this side.
No.
Okay. The east side of the city. Because the mountains are over there, so it has to be west.
And I just kind of ready to do the rest of you. I recommend just dropping into a different sector as for each of you, so we can help hold things down, and we'll come to you.
Well, those of us who are actually in sectors where there are gods might need a second or third person to help us out too. So,
just saying, we're coming to you.
Okay.
All right, so you're in that zone, and you may act.
I don't think that's a good ratio.
No.
All right. So, and I'm going to open up on the 3 groups of
the yellow cloak guys or the black cloak?
You're in behind 2 of the Meldanian commando units. If you'd rather go after the Mayatec Ultra Warriors, you could do that. It's kind of up to you.
Well, then, yeah, then that's all for the 2 commandos then.
Okay, area attack or something else?
Area attack.
All right, well, you can get both of those groups in a single area attack. By the way, the area can be a line of 3 hexes side by side or a triangle of 3 hexes.
Now those guys aren't using all those dice.
8.
All right. Rob, roll 6 dice for me, please.
Okay. That'd be an extra one in case you got out the stats. Oh. These are good dice too. This is casino. Doesn't exist anymore.
I got 4.
Was closed down.
As did I. How'd you get?
8.
8 over 4 times 2 for area effect is 8. There's only 5 in each group. Yank them.
Stop using them.
They're all down.
They're all down.
What'd you hit them with?
Let's just to make my life easier, just set them off in negative spaces.
So he comes.
You know what? We'll do it. Keep what you kill. So each person gets to, if you took something out, you get to hold on to the miniatures for it, which helps me clean up later, and it's a fun little, head count.
So he comes down on a zip line and just releases it, and then just pulls up his machine gun and just opens up.
So it turns out that their superior intellect is no match for puny weapons.
Let's be careful about stepping on anyone's roleplay. If somebody's describing, this is a narrative game, I want them to be able to finish their description. So do not interrupt, whether it's in or out of character, until the players had a chance to fully say what they want to do, because that is an important part of this experience. Okay. That was Black Rook taking out 2 squads of Meldanian commandos. The Fire God, Kenichiwa, looks over at you.
Well, you know I'm evading this.
Well, he looks at you. He looks at you standing next to his enemy, and he says, "This world is ours." And a gout of fire flies out to cover the area that both you and him are in. Since Brett's character is actually on top of a building, we'll say that he just put him off to one side of it because he's not technically targeted into the zone yet.
Well, I'd probably actually be in the same.
Sakura, I really need you to pay attention and help. I'm sorry, but you're sitting right where I need you to do that, or else I need you to trade places with David so he can. Okay. What was I? So anyway, so it's a. Did somebody else say something? Because
I'm sorry, it was me, but it was the 2 Bretts thing, so don't worry about it.
I need you guys to take all I'm saying as much in context as possible and really work with me, please. Okay. That is the wrong character sheet. Yes, okay. So he's doing a gout of fire against both of you. So this is an area effect attack. So if you're evading, you either have to give up your next action or you only get half your evasion.
All right, then. Armor.
Sean?
Yes.
If I see him spitting out the gout of flame, do I see anybody, like any civilians in the way? Because if I did see that, I would jump down and try to save them, like take the brunt.
I'm going to say yes, because it's just really cool. So you're going to drop
superhero landing down.
You're going to get out of the way and get bathed in fire as well, which means you need to roll your absorption.
Okay. And I get a +1 die from the buff.
You get +1 die from Blackrook's instructions. And Gwen.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to roll for Master Strike Leader Agron for me. Please roll his 15 die armor.
Why am I rolling?
Because I'm having you help.
Oh, okay.
I'm having you help me roll for bad guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling a bad guy's attack.
No
you're rolling
problem.
a bad guy's defense.
No problem.
So you're rolling for Strike Leader Agron's 15 dice armor.
All right.
This is how GMs running stupid things like I'm running right now with this many players manage to get by with any kind of sanity at all by getting the players to help roll stuff.
Okay.
Because I am a nutburger. Well, that was awful. I mean, it was a lot of 6s, but not much else.
10.
I'm actually going to spend
11, 12.
3 adversity to add 3 more dice.
That's 2.
You're killing me, Sean.
12.
I have it.
You're literally
10.
killing me.
Oh, you have instant regeneration.
Okay, that definitely helped. All right, so first things first, I rolled 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Chameleon, what'd you get?
6.
So that is 5 damage unless something else is happening.
I'll take the damage.
All right, so you get toasted really bad on that one. And what did you roll?
12.
So his armor completely absorbs that energy, no problem. And BLASTWAVE.
10 successes.
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1 point of damage will get through, but you have 10 absorption. So what are you doing with that absorption?
Do I get now? This is my first time using it. Do I get to choose one or the other, or can I do a multiple of things with the ranks?
I really need you to read the power, my friend.
Okay, then I'm going to use it to heal the point of damage I just lost.
Really?
Basically, can he heal and blast?
No, you get to choose one thing.
That's
so you can blast. You could give yourself +1 dice that lasts until the end of your next round. I couldn't even remember the power until just now.
Yeah, I know what I can do. I just wondered if I could do multiple, but if it's one thing.
One thing.
Yep.
So what are you doing?
I'll just heal the 1 point I just lost. So I absorb it and make myself happy.
All right, and you protected a bunch of civilians, so take a resolve. Okay, that was the fire god. Then we are to ARCANO.
There we are. I will go ahead and vault down here in this mess. And I say to the 15 people in front of me.
All right, so you're going to the same zone that Black Rook went into?
Right.
Okay.
And I say to the 15 people in front of me, your ancestors call you home. And I pull my hands up, and ghostly images of spectral beings flood up in front of all the 15 of them and begin to move forward, howling and yelling and screaming at them.
Okay, so is this an illusion? Is this a stun effect? Is this, what do you want to call this?
This is a stun effect.
Okay. Do we have, I can't remember if Arcano has area built into his...
He doesn't. The Omnipower shut down, strong EM field signature, and two-handed.
So since you want to do area, how many dice is that?
10.
So you'll spend 2 dice to make an area effect. So you'll be rolling 8 dice, but it will affect all of them.
Oh, cool.
Stephen and David, both roll 6 dice for me, please.
And don't forget the +1.
I know, they're rolling for bad guys.
I know. I'm reminding you.
Oh, you get +1 die.
I get an extra one because I'm going to spend a...
Okay, so you're spending adversity, so you're back up to 10 dice.
So back up to 10 dice.
Got it.
See what we can pull off.
I got 6 as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. 10 over 6 on each case is 4 because its area effect doubles to 8. So the spirits that you call forth, these guys are at first like kind of cocking their heads, and then all of a sudden they're like, screaming and begging for their ancestors and running and dropping their weapons, and they're all completely neutralized. You take out all 3 groups.
Cool. That guy should have worn his brown pants.
So go ahead and yank all 3 of those and put them in front of Glenn to represent the 3 groups that he got.
That's one area cleared.
Yeah.
There's still one.
Yeah, there's still 1 squad of commandos there. So that was Arcano. Strike leader Agron.
No.
Reaches up to grab you. Well, bam! It's basically, this is just a physical attack. It's described as him grabbing and hurling you to the floor. Which, since I described that, it's going to be not as awesome as it could have been, but still, this is a strike attack against you. You can evade this with full whatever. So
is he still on the floor?
Yeah. No, that's the guy who just attacked.
He's okay. He's there.
Yeah,
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, I thought he knocked him down.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, sort of, but not in a need to knock a miniature over on the table.
In a narrative way.
In a narrative way.
Yeah, back up.
This is a very not tactical game. This is a very narrative, abstract game. Do. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He will do to you.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So you'll get bruised up pretty bad. You'll feel a rib trying to give away on that one.
Yeah, I'm down to 4 health.
As he hurls you to the ground. All right. That was Strike Leader Agron. I have Blackrook on there twice because I forgot to erase the mistaken one. That does not mean he gets 2 actions. Foresight, you're up.
That's okay.
I like it.
No.
How'd you get the
Foresight.
How'd you get 2 actions? There's got to be a way to do it.
Guys. Foresight.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad. I'm going to drop down here.
Okie doke.
Can I clobber a group of guys into another group of guys?
You totally can.
Sweet. I'm going to do that.
So do you have to? Do you have? You don't have two-fisted?
I don't believe so.
Telekinesis area.
Telekinesis, but I don't have area.
All right. So you use your telekinesis to throw one group at the other group.
Yes.
So take 2 dice off.
Okay. So that goes down to 9 plus 1 will be 10.
Lee, 6 dice, please.
6 dice.
You're rolling for bad guys.
Yep.
Ones, 5s, and 6s.
It's 4, 5, 6, right?
No, it's 2s, 4s, and 6s.
It's evens.
It's evens.
This is why I asked.
You're counting 2s and 4s count as a success. 6s count double.
So I got 2.
I got 4.
2, 4, 5.
So 5 minus 4 means one person is out of that group, and then 5 minus how much you roll 2?
Just rolled 2.
Is 5 minus so 3 and 4. So 4 out of the 10. So they will combine into a group of 6.
Okay, so one group comes off.
One group comes off and put this red and this gray chip next to the other one. There's 6 in that group. Thank you. The reds count as 5. Okay.
Literally match the groups together.
So describe it.
So, yeah, I have the jump ship do a dust off, so it drops me down. I step right off and lifts back up again. Walk up to the 2 groups, and I don't do a big grand gesture, just a couple of flicks of the wrists, and the 2 groups just go.
And 4 guys fall completely unconscious. Did we get that miniature? Is that miniature ready for Rob?
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, it's already on. Okay, very good. So you're up, Dr. Dunn.
Okay. Well, I asked the ship to go up, and then I drop down these guys like a bomb and try and hit everyone in the area with a shockwave.
All right, shockwaves are zone effects, so you need to pick 3 squares, 3 hexes you can hit with it.
Oh, okay. I thought 1, 2, 3. That seems like a good choice.
Like I said, I'm trying to keep it simple here.
Okay.
So shockwave zones and areas can hit up to 3 squares.
Okay.
So you're going after 2 groups of Ultra Warriors and the Earth God. So David, Cory, 6 dice for the minions. I will roll for Cabricon.
Wow, I just got a lot of 6s.
I suspect that those guys are going to be done.
I hope so.
Now, normally Shockwave would not necessarily be a take people out because it has a different kind of effect, but I'm going to allow it to take minions out for this battle.
Okay.
Holy, what the mother of what?
Good or bad?
I'm spending an adversity to re-roll. This guy's rolling 16 dice to defend himself, and I rolled tons of 3s and 5s. I mean, almost all 3s and 5s. Shut up, Brett. Dude, shut up, online, Brett.
You saw the roll, right?
Shut up, online, Brett.
Up it. Just tell him up it.
It makes me smile, though.
No smiling. What? God! What is wrong with my dice? Shut up, not online, Brett.
I didn't know my dancing was making noises.
Okay, finally. Shut up. Shut up, not online, Brett. Other not online, Brett.
He's wearing the robe.
He's wearing the robe?
He's wearing the robe.
Get out. Double his rent.
What? That's the robe of Dice-Cursing.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I rolled 14.
Okay.
I got 5 sixes.
I had to spend 2 adversity just to get up to that. So he will, in fact, take a couple points of damage. And, in fact, you will cause him to step back slightly. So slightly. What?
Oh, I was going to mark the damage on the character.
Oh, no. For individual characters, I can mark it over here on their character sheet. For the minions, it's a different story. What'd you get? 4? Yeah, never mind. They're gone. Those two groups of minions are absolutely gone. All right. So that was impressive. Describe it.
Like I said, I thought, no, go up further. Yeah, this is far enough.
All right.
Boom! Bits of concrete go flying up everywhere. A car flips over, and some of them just get blown back by the force of the
So 10 Ultra Warriors are just slammed into buildings and gone. The god of mountains and earthquakes takes a half step back and looks at you.
I'm going to turn you into a molehill.
This will be fun. The mysterious Olmec water god has no heroes in the zone.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Nope, the mysterious water god is what the one that looks like water.
Oh. Sorry, that kind of reminds me of Shiva. I see.
So, does take action against. Go ahead and pull one of the groups of commandos out. The nearest one to him. No. Those are the Ultra Wars. Those are commandos. One, yes, that. Pull that off. And that's nobody gets to keep that kill because it was one of the bad guys' kills.
Yeah. Water gods are evil.
All right.
I have a sense of deja vu. You said that before where I was listening.
Fractal, you're up.
Okay, the warrior guys here, the what is it? The big battle.
Those are Marine Battle Lords, Meldanian Marine Battle Lords.
Are they technology based? I've had a chance to observe.
Very technology based. Yes.
Oh, great! So I'm going to leap out of the very high up plane that he's in. Basically, my form turns into what looks like sort of a steel javelin.
Okay.
And I'm aiming directly for him. It's going to be an attack of machine control.
Oh boy!
As the javelin stabs into him and then flows into the armor.
Basically possessing him.
Basically, sort of like out of the second Hellboy movie, the real Hellboy.
Right. So,
have you watch anime much?
No.
Okay, let's not do tangents, please. There's really too much going on to do those kinds of tangents.
And I will go all out.
Okay, so this is basically, going to go against his highest tech power. So, all right.
So that's
And you said you're going all out, and you get +1 die because of the buff.
Are you hurt badly?
Okay, dice have decided to abandon me again. I got 5 successes.
I got 11.
All right, so 11 over 5 is 6. So you have 3 pages worth, and I'm requiring you to please keep track of this. Okay. You have 3 pages worth of control over this suit.
Okay.
Can you help me out here? You mentioned pages a couple of times.
Pages is a turn.
Okay. And is there a greater amount of time that goes by, or is there a lesser amount of time that goes
A panel represents your action on a page, and a page is everybody good and bad goes.
Basically, a panel's a phase, a page.
Yes. And those are the only combat important times. And there's scenes, and scenes are literally just whatever we can identify. Beginning and then ending.
So to narrate it, the steel javelin comes down and basically skewers straight down into him. He's pinned to the ground for a little bit, and then the skewer retracts and expands, and what looks like almost kind of goes into it.
So there's that. And
control moment.
What?
Moment.
I don't know. It's just.
Oh, I skipped STORMRIDER. I totally skipped STORMRIDER. That was entirely my bad. Take another Benny. I lost the freaking thread. I apologize. And what is STORMRIDER doing? Then I'm now on the forced hold.
Honestly, she's gonna. Is there, for clarification for me?
Yes.
Who is that god?
No, that, and that. They're not gods. They're Mayatec giants.
Okay.
They're called the Quinmetsen, which are ancient mythical giant beings from their from their mythology. They're very big, tough, and powerful.
I just want to keep your guy off to the side.
And indicative of the mega mini, lightning-ish flavored electricity?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll go into that. And I'll begin by cleaning out minions.
Okay.
Right there. Thank you so much. And I will take the 3 nearest.
Okay, so 1 group of commandos and 2 groups of ultra warriors.
Correct. With chain lightning.
Okay. And do you have area?
Yes, I do.
Well, then that's going to suck for all of them. Present Brett, please roll 6 dice. And Lee, roll 6 dice. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Dang.
I'm rolling for the commanders. You guys are both rolling for ultra warriors.
Well, this group of ultra warriors is going to be.
So yeah, give her 1 group of ultra warriors. What did you get?
3.
Give her 2 groups of ultra warriors.
These guys? Yeah.
Yes,
5. 9 minus 5 is 4. No, give them all.
And this one too?
Nope.
You wiped out all 3 groups of minions in that hole. We lost Brett, online Brett. Hopefully he will.
Did you get handed yellow cape or?
2 yellows and a black.
Yeah, the black capes are
Meldanian or Meldanian commandos.
Commandos. So you want to take the other 2 yellow capes?
No, I got.
No. She blasted exactly what she meant to blast.
Right, okay, cool.
She blasted exactly what she meant to blast because they were both opposed.
I thought you
You're
were
back.
going after the 3.
You're back. You're good.
Not a problem.
So STORMRIDER was supposed to go before Dr. Donavin. I apologize about that. Then Fractal went. Now it's the Meldanian Battle Lords. That one's just not. The Marine Battle Lord is just not gonna. No, his action would be to try to break free.
Break out of a hole, maybe. Escape.
Yeah, he's not going to. It's just not going to happen.
However, though, if they talk, I would like to use its thing going, "Ha! You are no match for my armor," or something similar. If they talk.
Hey! What do you mean if they talk?
I don't know their mannerisms. Rather, you have not narrated their mannerisms yet. On
you mean the Marine Battle Lords?
Yes, if they threaten people or how they converse.
Well, these guys are pretty much business. They're just like laying down fire and attacking. All right, so
and he'll appear to reload his weapons.
This Marine Battle Lord will wipe out a group of Mayatec minions. So a yellow cape, please. Yes. Thank you.
Hey, they're stealing our kills.
That is not. This is not that kind of game.
I know.
That group, that one over there, will also take out a group of yellow capes.
When we go to the next place where we need to go, hold the cape up. You'll see a dark circle on it. I'll say
That one, Sakura, you're being attacked.
Okay. Come here. Come here, puppy. Okay. What am I being attacked by?
The guy you're standing on top of.
Oh, okay.
Who is actually lifting up his multi-profile assault weapon system. And is going to stun pulse you. So you need an active defense or toughness. Active defense is agility. In this case, I'll allow martial arts because it is literally adjacent.
Okay.
Or evasion.
Okay, I'll do. Okay. Evasion works too.
We're going to have
3, 4, 6, 8. 10,
Oh, okay.
12.
While you're
Okay. You get your +1 from the.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
+1 for phone.
She
took it.
I apologize.
7.
So I got 9 successes. So the way this will work if something is done is you will be incapacitated for a page. So this is a point where either you're going to spend resolve to do additional, or you're going to spend that.
What does the talisman do?
Well, you don't know. Are you spending it?
I can give you some leadership and you can reroll.
Let's see what the talisman does. Hoping something cool.
You get blasted off. Well, you fall off and hit the ground, but rather than being stunned for an entire page, you are able to you concentrate on the talisman. The talisman, you feel an energy thing, so you still have it, but it doesn't have whatever magical
mystic force,
mystic force in it. And you get +1 die on your next roll.
Okay, thank you.
You need to remember that.
I don't know that. Okay.
You need to on whatever your next roll is, defense or offense, whatever the very next roll you make, you get +1 die.
Okay.
All right. And so you do not lose the page.
Okay.
And I think that's it for the Marine Battle Lords.
Okay.
Capricorn turns around.
Your stuff.
Welcome to the mountains that now belong to me. Why don't you stay a while? And the very earth and stone around wraps up around you to entangle you.
Oh,
you may use an active defense, or you may use your might to oppose this.
Well, might's the main thing I got, so I'll use that.
Wow. I said, why don't you stay a while? I am spending 2 additional adversity to add 2 more dice to this roll.
Okay.
That was a much, much, much better roll.
What do you get?
And we are well within my estimate of you going through the adversity by page 3.
I still got 2 stacks left, dude.
We're on track.
We haven't even finished page 1 yet.
12.
Well, now I got 10.
So you is done. Be wrapped up for a page.
Oh, I guess I better.
Do you need some leadership? Do
you
leadership? What's that get me?
It gives you a reroll.
Well, re-rolling, I'll probably get less successes.
Okay.
What's a determination do?
You can spend 1 determination per an additional die. You can spend as many as you want for as many additional dice as you want.
Resolve.
Spend resolve to give you additional dice.
Well, you have to spend them all once or one at a time.
To keep things honest, I like to, instead of string betting, so to speak, you got to do, if you're going to do extra dice, you have to commit to how many extra dice you're rolling.
Screw it.
Alrighty.
And I got one extra one, so I'm tied up for X amount of bolster buying.
So yes, you are still going to be wrapped up for a page. Watch the language. We are online, and thank you. So the earth wraps around you. You are already pulling free, but you're still wrapped up.
Why wouldn't it also
The giants.
increase your ability to be able to command and therefore bring someone closer to you?
Every rule has a rule. Command is the skill. Leadership has a specific mechanic effect. I mean, it's just we got to keep the game as simple as possible, dude. This giant turns to face STORMRIDER.
Oh, that's lovely.
Is this what passes for a storm goddess?
Find out.
So I'm just going to go ahead and ask, are you immune to electricity?
Yup.
Well, that was interesting.
I knew you were. That's a good thing.
That was just great. So she covers you. I mean, you are absolutely she disappears in the lightning that flows across her, and then a silhouette exactly like that appears as the energy flows around. The giant stops for a second. Oh dear. Okay, this one.
He already went.
No, that did not go. That guy went.
Oh, that guy went.
Is the fire god. This is just a fire giant.
Okay.
This fire giant wants to smack the heck out of BLASTWAVE. So you're getting smacked with a big flaming magic sword.
Okay. So I would be able to use martial arts to try to dodge?
Yes. Yes, you would.
Okay. I'm also going to spend a resolve that you gave me, so I have then 12 dice.
All right. I need to see one of the combat quick sheets real quick, if you don't mind. Thank you very kindly. Hang on. You get +3 active defense because he is that much bigger than you. Since you're using an active defense here, you get +3 dice.
Tell you about this.
And remember your +1 for the buff.
Yep.
Some of these people are difficult for me to deal with.
All right. I'll be right back. I'll just stand here until you guys come back.
Am I going to let you leave this?
No, I take that back.
I got 7.
I have 11.
Good God.
Thank you.
So the sword comes thundering down out of the sky, and you...
I'm going to basically Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, just tap it away and be like, listen up, fire creep. I'm not after you. Wait your turn.
Just stops and looks at you like, you, how did you? He's very confused by the fact that you just did that.
I like that.
That just did not. That was not a thing. That one will wipe that group out, and that one over there has no idea what's going on, so it'll go ahead and wipe out a commando group. Yes. Whoa. We will not throw those, please. Okay. Please do not throw those. They are much more fragile than some of my other miniatures.
Gotcha.
All right. So that will be it for the Quinnemetson. BOCEPHUS.
Yes. So BOCEPHUS isn't on the plane because he hasn't met these guys yet, because he just became a superhero like a week ago.
Okay.
So he pulls up in a Texas Ranger Sport F-150 Raptor, hops out as a normal human, and lands right there. And goes, "Howdy, boys!" And then his whole body changes into basically an armored skeleton, kind of Necron-like. Pulls out 2 6-guns. He's going to use his blast area effect on these 2 minions, but I'm going to use my 2-fisted to take -2d to do.
So the 2-fisted and area do not stack.
Oh, okay. I can't use both.
No.
Okay.
And
So
since you have area, there's no
so
reason for you to sacrifice for the
okay.
2-fisted.
Then I will not sacrifice the 2-fisted. That works. Okay.
All right, and I'm going to give you a bonus resolve because you basically narrated yourself out of getting the bonus leader buff that he was giving out.
Right. I do not have that.
Okay. So, yes, you can spread it across so that you can get both of those groups of minions.
Okay. So I need 8. 4, 6, 8. All right.
David Forby, please roll 6 dice for me. What'd you get?
I have 4.
4 minus 2 is 2, doubled is 4. So there's only one person left in one of those groups. Since I had David roll for the commandos, we will put a single chip to represent the commandos. The Meldanian commandos only have one. The Ultra Warriors all managed to scatter or their armor absorb the attack.
Okay. And I'm there.
All right, and you are on the scene. Now it is time for minions to go. Huh? What? What is this nonsense I'm hearing from you? Go zone by zone. Arcano, unfortunately, you are the nearest likely suspect for them. So the group of minions is opening fire on you.
All right.
So how are you defending yourself?
Armor.
Okay, what is your armor value?
9 dice.
All right, they are rolling. They have just a high enough threat rating to be able to affect you.
Okay. The cloak will close around me completely and envelop me in order to protect me.
What about 10?
Huh?
What about 10? Or does this 9 include the +1 from me?
Well, it gets a +1 die for you, but the armor value is what the threat rating is compared against. Actually, Len, are you there? Or can I see a book clip real quick, please? Thank
Did
you.
you get the +1 die from this too, from the talisman?
Oh, yeah, you are getting a +1 die because this is your first roll since that happened. But
Lynn did say he's here.
All right, well, I was just checking about armor, the rounding effect on armor. An attack equal to or less than half of your armor. So half your armor is rounded up.
Rounded up 5.
Never mind. You don't have to roll. You do not have to. You do not lose the talisman bonus roll because your armor will automatically block this attack.
Okay.
So the cloak wraps around you, and their blaster weapons just spew right off of it. No problem at all.
Cool. Thank you.
So these commandos are going to attack Sister Virtue. What is your armor rating? Do you have any armor?
I have evasion and then armor gear is a D6 padded gi.
Okay, so you won't be able to armor ignore this then. You'll probably want to use your evasion.
Okay.
I got 6 successes.
I got at least 7.
Okay, then you are fine. And STORMRIDER, you've got 2 groups of Mayatec Ultra Warriors firing up at you, and they're just doing Arcano Tech blasts.
I have block.
Well, then you may roll. You're rolling against me first, and then you're rolling against Cory second. Cory, I need you to roll 9 dice. Whoo! Apparently, they did not like you at all. At least my group didn't. Nine.
8.
So you'll take a point of damage from that one. And you roll again. How did you get? Oh, you can auto success that.
I'm gonna. I mean, I don't have to because I rolled well enough, but yeah.
You can auto success that. Against minions, I will let you guys wait until I see you see what I roll, and then you can declare auto success. Auto success means every 2 dice is a free auto success. Right, moving to that area. Brett, who is here? You roll 2 6-sided dice, representing. And you are representing. Well, actually, you get to declare. You want to represent the Mayateks, or you want to represent the Meldanians? All right, you're rolling for the Mayateks. Roll 2 6-sided dice. 6 versus 6 is a push. No. I'm doing something. I'm doing a very fast and easy, very risk style thing. 6 versus 6 is a push. 5 versus a 4 is not a push. So, and you're rolling for the Mayateks?
Mm-hmm.
So pull one of the Mayateks for me, please. In that zone right there. Yes, thank you.
Certainly. I'm still standing.
Move across to here. BLASTWAVE. A group of Meldanian commandos is attacking you. What did you have? Okay, but your energy absorption against this, you absorb pure energy, right?
Yes.
All right. Threat rating of 5 is the effective power of this. But there's multiple hits coming against you, so I'm going to go ahead and call it the 9 dice. You can basically auto-absorb the 9 dice. What do you want to do with it?
I'm going to blast it back at the fire punk that swung at me.
Okay. Go ahead and... Yes. He is turning on blasting it. Thinking. He's turning on blasting it at the giant. All right. So you get to roll 9 dice because that was the effect.
Do I get my +1 buff or not?
Yes.
Sorry, Sean.
Don't you sorry me. I hated just as a good on this theme.
I tried to show you all my 6s, but there was too many of them.
Shut up. I got 9.
12.
I got a rock.
Ow! Oh my God.
You rolled 12 successes on 9 dice.
All right, so you did half his health with that redirect blast. So put these 3 chits on the base of that guy because that was awful. All right, and then Chameleon. There's another group of commandos, and they are attacking you.
Okay.
So you do not have armor, correct?
I do have armor.
Okay, what's your armor value?
10.
10?
10.
Okay, well, then you can just bounce those blasts right off of you.
As if my clothes aren't like torn up enough already.
Yep. Okay. Roll 2 dice for the Mayateks again for me. Go into that zone. 6 versus 6 is a push, so nothing there. We'll move up to the next one. I have a couple of heroes in that group in that area. So the Mayateks are going to attack Foresight, and then the commandos are all going to attack BOCEPHUS. Alrighty. So Jennifer and Cory, please roll 6 dice for me, please.
I have 10
armor. I'm sorry, roll 9 dice. Oh, you have 10 dice armor?
Yes.
So that's not going to matter for you. Jennifer, okay, do you have armor?
I have 11 dice of armor, but it's active.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's one of the advantages of armor, whether it's active or not. So you are both bouncing and or blocking and or otherwise ignoring their attacks.
Lovely.
Okay. Brett, I've enjoyed our interplay. So roll 3 6-sided dice for the Mayatec warriors who are going to try to take out that one group of commandos over there.
Thank you.
And he's gone.
You're fine. So that guy is?
No. The group right in front of you. The zone directly in front of you. That commando, yes.
There we go.
Okay, and then around to this zone over here, we have
3 commandos on one Aztec.
Yes, but you're kind of you're literally wrapped up, and he's
safely encased in asphalt. Go me.
So roll 1 die for that Mayatec, and I will roll 3 dice for my commandos. Okay, yeah, fine.
I got a 5.
He's gone.
What?
Okay. So that, I think, handles all the minions, yes?
Yes.
Okay. We wrap back around to page 2 of this mega comic, and Chameleon is up.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish hook one of these guys and hurl him at this guy. Hurl him at the fire god.
Don't you have faster generation?
Who are you hurling?
I do have faster generation.
So you
one of these minions.
So, technically, you can hurl all of them at him because they count as a target.
Good enough.
So you're literally like leaping into him and then bodily hurling all of them at him.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Is effectively how that happens.
6.
So,
Exactly.
So Jennifer, now roll 6 dice for me, please. You're rolling for the minions. I'm rolling for the fire god. I'm not rolling for the fire god. Well, actually, yes, I am. But it's gross.
No, this is gross.
Good grief.
Huzzah.
That's 12, 13, 14, 15 successes.
How do you keep getting more successes than our dice and rolls?
Because sixes.
Sixes.
Uh-huh. Key to victory.
What the unholy did?
You can spend an adversity.
I am, as a matter of fact, spending an adversity.
Spend 2.
I could.
spend a number.
But I'm not going to. I'm just
How
staying
many
to
do you have
one.
left?
1 2/3 of a stack.
Oh, see.
So like 6.
Fine.
So if I'm hurling all of them, I'll change the narration a little bit after we roll.
How do you get him stacking?
That was not. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What'd you get?
15.
Ouch! Unbelievable.
All right, so
Hold on. Please hold. Because I need to know what you rolled. So there is a part of this narration that I'm going to need to take when you're done. Just do not narrate what happens to the minions.
Oh, okay. So narrate what happens to me throwing them and then stop there?
Yes.
All right. So I leap into their midst. I do an ankle sweep and take them all down. And then literally start picking them up and hurling them at him.
And he gets overwhelmed in a pile of them, and then his aura consumes them.
Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, they're already unconscious, so they didn't feel it. But and then you did a crap ton of damage to him as well, because you managed to throw them in just such a way that like their spiky weapons and stuff all still managed to poke into him, and he's like, "Oh, what the? Ah! No!" He was like thinking he was just gonna, they were just going to bug zap on him, but apparently that really heavy ass armor they have was, it did not melt fast enough, and he got messed up by that. BLASTWAVE.
The minions that attacked me that I used to turn against the fire giant, what did they hit me with?
Energy blast.
Or what's that?
Energy blasts.
So they weren't next to me?
They're nearby.
So I could basically walk up and roundhouse kick one of them?
Or
with my
all
martial
of them.
arts?
Yeah. Remember, when you attack minion groups, you're never attacking a single minion.
Okay.
So you're roundhouse kicking a group of commandos. And I have 3 successes.
Okay, I have more than that.
Well, I need to know how many more.
7.
So 7 minus 3 is 4. So only 1 minion is left standing in that group. Put this chit next to the group of minions right next to BLASTWAVE. So you roundhouse kick one, and apparently will fly into another one. What do you do the other 2?
I would knife edge chop 2 of them.
And down they go in a heap. For a person named BLASTWAVE, you sure do a lot of brutal melee.
So are these guys dead?
No, there's one left. That's why I want you to put a chit next to them.
No, not a problem. I just heard 2 more died. So.
All right. Sister Virtue, you're up.
I'm going to try and emotion control the goddess into perfect peace.
That is not a goddess. It's a giant.
The lightning giantess.
And you're going to emotionally control her into perfect peace.
She can't harm Stormrider, so...
Okay.
Perfect peace is the next option.
This could be very
So
interesting.
7.
7 over my 4 means 2 pages worth of effect. So, Jennifer, the giantess who just bathed you in lightning stops, kind of lowers her arms, went, oh dear, and then she cocks her head. How may I serve you, goddess?
Take your brothers and go home. You have no place here.
Are you willing to spend the resolve to say she was the one in charge? Apparently, Sakura was willing to spend the resolve for that.
Be peaceful.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
I don't like banishment, but
Black Rook.
Well, it's a vacation.
I'll leave these last group to you.
Yes.
And I jump through his gate. And
Jump through his cave.
Oh,
jump through his gate.
it won't work. It won't work if I have to take care of those boys.
Oh, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Wait, what won't work?
We talked about something earlier, and
You want to spend one of these bad boys?
Sure.
Then it works.
Good. All right. He goes through the cape, and the cape will teleport him through the shadows.
I will appear
where he
to
needs
the
to
middle.
go.
The middle. Thank you.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot something, and it was important, so I need to retcon something very fast, and I apologize. And again, forgive me.
We all get +2 dice because we look so good.
Was there any zones where there were no heroes?
This one.
Yeah, the water.
That one.
Put this X incapacitated mark on that one. Put this X incapacitated mark on that one.
Whoa! You've got water. You've got the paper towels
Paper
from
towels are right
Cory.
here. Paper towels. Paper
Sorry.
towels.
Paper towels, paper towels.
It's just water.
I know that's just water.
It's water.
that was the
That was I literally asked us not to do that.
Yes, you did.
Get the cords quickly.
Oh. Here.
Can we kitchen that, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
No more tables on the number of cups on the table, please.
Whoop.
We've had a water disaster, folks. We're gonna have to take a moment to.
Today's alien attacks been canceled due to flooding.
While we're taking a moment, way to make friends in other zones, Jennifer.
Well, the water god
that
zone
zone-
did suffer damage.
Well, that's
Flood.
zone they busted a water main. Flooded
Yeah.
main streets.
I guess I got to fix
I'm
that
sorry.
later.
I'm going to take a moment to
Okay,
go
so-
to the bathroom. So quick bathroom break, folks. Sakura, I'm going to have to squeeze. Yeah, you're going to need to go that way.
Put these under these so they don't get.
Okay, that was not what I was asking, but okay.
That worked.
Oh, hell yes.
That should do, I think.
I am here to bless the dice in the brown robe.
Thank you, Obi-Wan.
Thank you for helping me curse his dice even more, Donovan.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like bless.
That's not Sean's dice.
Oh, sorry.
So you bless those. You did say it was a blessing.
Yes.
Bless those and you curse those. That's how that works.
No, as long as I have to mark anything on the sheet, should be
I know yours. I'm just trying to separate them off there.
Whoops.
Yeah, I was supposed to go there.
Give me a couple of those.
Tried to flood the fire giant with a flaming sword.
I did. It didn't work out so well.
Yeah, they tend to just get angry when that
It
happens.
just creates a lot of steam.
They also really don't like when you just bat away their sword.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we never go through it either. So this game does a lot of things. It is not waterproof.
Never claimed in the Kickstarter.
True.
Now in the future, please do not bring your drinking problems to the game.
At least not the airplane variety.
Exactly.
You know, years ago, I was playing a D&D game, and someone had the bright idea of putting these plastic, sheet covers on ours, and we called it a zero-level spell of protection against the elements.
I was reading somebody's story about their campaign, and they mentioned that since they have a cat in the house, that's called the Peresque when it gets on the table. Whoops, knocked over the big bad. Campaign ends early.
We always do that, but replace it with the cat.
There you go.
And now you're battling the cat.
Even
Well,
worse.
you knocked yours down. I guess you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you better put that.
You did not dodge.
Yeah. Actually, 2 times.
Quick, summon box spell.
No, summon red dot.
Summon red dot. Well, that just keeps them at you summon box so you can jump into it. Just,
I saw a good image someone made online. It's the old D&D ancient red dragon.
And as the goddesses and gods leave,
Yes, it was cleaned up enough to
Apparently somebody hit a water main.
I just took over while you were gone, Sean.
No, you did not.
Your dice are my
Where
friends
we
now.
with, Sister Virtue or BLASTWAVE?
We were doing Blackrock's turn,
BlackRock. Okay.
and I had to interrupt it because I was trying to
Put a marker
I
on
was trying to put
something.
markers
Damage
on
markers.
the zones where there were
Okay, so BlackRock.
no heroes.
We got it.
Were there any other zones where there are no heroes?
Just those two, I think.
I think
There's
there's
three altogether, I think, is what everybody was talking about.
got somebody in there, somebody in there, someone's in there, someone's in there, nobody there, someone's there, someone's there. Yep, only did 2 now.
Okay.
Oh, well, there you go.
So the Battle Lord, since I'm kind of not really visible.
Hold on.
Okay.
It is not your turn. It is Blackrock's turn.
That was okay.
Do you have a need to interrupt?
You were mentioning that the minions are causing damage in an area that there is not a thing. I was trying to narrate at least my zone's part of that. Never mind. It's okay.
Technically, he's in there, but he doesn't have a.
He's not a hero though, visible.
I was giving you credit for having gone into the zone anyway.
Okay, I know.
So go ahead. Actually, I see where you're going with this. I apologize. Go ahead.
So basically, the Battle Lord is just getting underfoot from the minions and preventing them from doing damage inadvertently. That's what I just wanted to narrate.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll go with that. That's fine. That sounds great. Black Rook, now please take your turn.
Preparation.
For God's sake.
Spending 6 months ever.
Blackrook arrives on the scene. He pulls out just a little remote detonator thing, presses the red button. Off of a rooftop, a little grenade launcher unit pops up. Boom, 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 boom. Area attack on both the giant and the fire god. Fire retardant.
Shut up, online brat.
And as soon as I see that, I'm like, yeah, who's going to conquer the world now?
Wow.
I think I found my new BFF.
Oh, crap. So I'm going to treat this as it's a mundane gear, fire retardant, grenade kind of situation. I'm going to call that 9 dice, but they're both going to get half effective defense because this is such a great idea to play against people like this. Oh, this is going to suck.
I was using
Fire foam.
Using Omni Power Gizmos to basically do this.
Oh. How many dice have the Omni Power Gizmos?
11. That's my one print office stuff.
Oh, God. Okay. You go hell now, is what that is. This is not funny. I don't care. Quit laughing. This is not funny. Jennifer, roll 7 dice for me. You're rolling for the giant.
It's not funny. It's
All
just
right.
entertaining.
Lee, who invited you?
I believe you did.
Well, that was a bad mistake on my part.
Yes, I'm already here. My wife's already mad at me. It may as well start.
This could be. We're in the second page. You guys are already pulling off like the big plays now. All right. What'd you get?
I got 8.
Ooh.
I might reroll.
I'm thinking you're going to want to. At least it's me. What'd you get? Well, 8 will be very good against the giant. Less good against the fire god.
No.
Hey, Sean?
I'm going to spend this.
Sorry. Can I give him a resolve? Because he's my new BFF.
First off, will a reroll still be worth it, or will an extra die be worth it? Before I tell you what this does.
8. I got 8, so.
Which is really good on 11 dice.
How many
Or
dice
12.
had successes?
Well, on 12. Half. So that's 3 6s or 2 6s.
I'd say I'd have died, but that's me.
I'm going to give you a hint. How many 6s you got?
2. So I'm going to reroll.
There it is. Your 6s explode. And you get a +1 on your next roll. Have you spent the other +1 yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Okay, you can do that.
Oh, yeah, you didn't because you didn't need to roll.
No.
So yeah, now.
Oh, that's right.
Now this represents +2 dice.
Okay.
On your next roll.
That was a shitty roll. Eight. Wow.
Oof.
I will reroll.
Yeah, you will.
All right. Remember, you can spend your resolve on other people. So.
Cory, one extra.
Yes, only because I need preparation for later.
Uh-huh.
This is Cory's dice of hatefulness.
Yeah, Cory has this happen quite a lot.
And no sixes on that one.
Oh.
What?
Little did he know that earlier in his preparation, I had a chance to optimize his equipment.
Reroll again.
Well, you're re-rolling again and adding a die. Because the magical effect of the talisman gives you an extra burst.
Yeah, because that was 7.
Come on, roll averages.
Dear dice of hatefulness, stop. Just stop.
Stop.
STAHP.
Cory, you're not DMing anymore. Your dice will be good now.
By the way, we can't see you. We can only hear you right now.
Really?
Yeah.
We figured you went stealth mode.
And then you just disappeared.
Am I back?
There he is.
He's back.
Apparently, 8 is going to be my number, so fuck it.
Wow. Well, so 8, you got 5. So 2 pages worth of awfulness for the fire giant. So if you would put to this 2 marker next to him, as all of his fire powers are completely drained away.
Only so much you can do with phone.
And 1 page worth of fire suppression will actually happen against the fire god, which
Is awkward.
is very awkward. The giant's still really big and has really impressive armor and strength and all that kind of stuff. The fire god kind of just falls to the ground on his butt and looks very disturbed. What is this on me? What evil sorcery is this?
It's just performance anxiety,
It happens everywhere.
It wasn't
this.
Yeah, I will say performance anxiety happens to 1 in 5 guys. I wouldn't worry about it.
So it was still a fairly effective move. And in fact, it is his turn.
This is a no fire zone.
No smoking area.
He gets up
inside bars.
and runs over to hit you with his meaty, godlike fist.
He's right there. Yeah, you're good.
And he does have the strength of a god, at least.
So, like 4, 5. He's cheating.
Yes, because I'm famous for all my cheating.
Yeah, I know. Fucking God. Uh-oh. God with 6. Oh, 6 dice. That's just crazy. Cory is just doomed to be.
I'm getting pissed off now.
He's doomed to be the boot in this part of the story, this page.
I do not like the looks of that.
Sometimes dice happen.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Ow?
Okay, I will re-roll.
Pow! And I need to look, please. What are you doing?
Just making a random character.
Okay.
Now is not the time for that.
Now is not the time to be making characters. Now is the time to be playing this game.
Oh, yeah, I'm still paying attention. How badly are you hurt?
I'm down.
Oof.
I need to check something. All right, so yeah, the good news is the special effect that is inflicted goes off at the end of your next action. So, yeah, whatever, how that goes. Arcano, you are up. And yes, the feed from his support is in static mode.
I have communications, and I spend a resolve to have my armor pick it up and continue the feed. His armor, he's not controlling it, but his armor still is active. It's not like his armor shut off. His ability, I just basically want to use my armor's ability.
I really, really like that idea. I was not actually going to take away the buff because I was going to say him going down, even though the tactical feed was pausing. You were also inspired, and like there's like this guy who's just a guy with tech, like fighting like hell and doing amazing stuff. It was the buff is going to stay in effect. I'm in fact going to say your effect still works. I'm actually giving you a resolve for that being a really, really cool idea.
Thank you. We try.
So
it was a good idea.
Your system has found his system and picked it up, which by the way also means you now get the buff effect as well.
That's excellent news. I could use it.
All right, Arcano, you're up.
Your ancestors are calling you, and I will cause 2 copper coins to appear between these 2 fingers, and behind them they're going to hear a bubbling, and I'm going to have Charon come up behind them. Time to ride the boat.
They're all looking behind going, ah! So what do you want to call this?
We'll call it an illusion.
Okay.
So we get these 2 things.
Oh, you're getting automatic +2 dice on the roll, plus the +1 for the buff.
So that would be 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, +1 for the buff, and +2 more dice. That'll work. That'll work.
I better see you.
All the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So they all fall down screaming and go catatonic as they imagine they're being drugged straight to the underworld.
Cool.
Are you going anywhere?
No, just this right now.
Okay. Because you can't move as a free action. If you have any movement, I don't know if you have.
Your area is clear now.
Yeah, but I can't get to another area easily.
You can use your magic to do so, but you spend all your magic on that action.
Yes,
so.
I did.
Okay.
So
understood. Oh, actually, no. The rules on that have changed slightly.
Oh, have they?
You can use it as a second thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you just get 1 die less if you. So as long as you
okay.
multiple attacks, you have to declare ahead of time. But using your magic to then do a movement power, you just lose a die.
Okay, cool. Then,
hey, Sean, that's because movement does not count as an action,
Movement
correct?
does not count as an action. So using it a second time on this page for something that's not that he didn't declare multiple attacks, but in this case he can use it for the movement.
Okay. Then
you don't need to roll.
Okay.
You have a rank that lets you go like teleport or fly or however you want to do it.
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll teleport from where he is now over to the far. No, that one there. Yeah.
Okay, where Foresight and BOCEPHUS are.
Yeah, and I want to come in next to the group of agents. So that would be back here.
This one.
No,
There.
There you are. There you are.
You were correct. You were correct, and then you weren't correct.
No, next one over. There. No.
That one.
That one. There we are. Thank you.
That's
I need my laser pointer. I really desperately need my laser pointer. All right. So that was Arcano.
Good thing you don't have a cat.
Strike. Master Strike Leader Agron, laughing at the fire god, says, "Excuse me.
Be my guest.
And walks over, pulling out this laser-edged sword. So move Agron, the big dude with the two guns, move him next to the fire god.